The local artist. The local artist. The local artist. The local artist. The local artist.
Welcome to the Local Artist Show, where we showcase artists from all walks of life. Introducing your host, Gene Hicks, a.k.a. G the Man.
Knew I was fly before my wings growed up. 2-4 with the clutch, and soon they'll all know us. Soon they'll all know us. The world is yours. The world is yours.
Yo, what's up? Welcome to the show. It's your boy again, Gene Hicks, a.k.a. G the Man. We back in the building. And I got this brother here today. This man is definitely somebody you need to recognize, and we are about to bring him out. Mr. Jamari Mikell, how you doing, my brother?
Doing good.
Welcome to the house, man. I'm loving your music, man. You got some serious lyrics out there. If y'all don't know, we're gonna turn you on to him later, but this brother is definitely speaking on it. Let's get into where you from, man. You from Chicago? What do you help?
Yeah. Born and raised south side of Chicago. My whole family grew up in Chicago, came up in Chicago, and I'm a product of the south side.
Okay.
Yeah, so
sisters, brothers.
Yeah, I have a brother and a sister, all younger, so I'm the oldest. Grew up mainly, in the city, and then we transitioned to like the west suburbs later in life. Mom got other opportunities to kind of, get better jobs, be able to take care of us, in a different type of way.
Okay.
So yeah, we was able to move out, to the Broad Views, Hillsides, Maywood area. And
okay. Where'd you go to high school at?
I went to Proviso West.
Okay, I was
Proviso
out there
West.
just for the rivalry out there. I ain't from the area, but I know I like to mention high school. Somebody else out there like, he went to, that was out.
Oh yeah,
so,
that's a big thing. That's a big thing.
Okay, good. So you got the hip hop bug, and you definitely when did you get touched by hip hop? Should I say? When did you get the bug?
Well, you know what? Hip hop was actually later. I didn't really start listening to hip hop until I was almost a teenager.
Okay.
I grew up. I come from a very religious family. You know what I'm saying? So I grew up in the church. Music came from me being in the church, sitting behind the organ. I played the drums in church.
Okay, so you play instruments as well.
Yeah. I played the trumpet, the drums. I taught myself how to play piano. I'm teaching myself guitar, bass. Nice. So a bunch of different, things. But that introduction to music just literally came from being in church every Sunday, going with my mom, my grandmother, seeing my uncle, my aunts, getting up in church and singing.
Okay. So that brought in.
It's in me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's in you. The no fear of being in front of people.
Yeah.
And all of that came from that.
And then my dad was a DJ.
Okay,
my dad, he passed when I was 7.
Okay.
But sitting in his house, just music all day.
Okay.
All day, from Sade to Art of Noise to just anything you could think of, he played in the house.
So music was in you.
Yeah. Hip hop came maybe, I was cognizant of it around the Nelly era, like the early, maybe 2001, 2, 3, 2004.
Right.
And the first album or song that caught my attention was Spaceships by Kanye West.
Okay.
And I remember riding in the car with my uncle, and he had this green Mustang, and we was riding down somewhere in the South Side, and he was banging that song, and I'm like, it was the first time it clicked to me. I was like, whoa.
What was that?
What is this? Like, what? And from then on, I was like, man, I have to dive into this. I have to learn more. I have to figure out, where did this sample come from? How did he get them drums like that? Like, what is this?
That was the musician in you that you started picking the song apart already.
Yeah, my wife was literally just telling me, because we were listening to one of your songs.
Okay.
And I was like, those drums, that sound like he got them drums from somewhere. I don't know where he got them drums from. I said, but I've heard that before. And she was like, it's funny how you'll listen to a song, the first thing you hear is the production
breaking it
of
down.
I'm breaking down the individual
That's a producer
pieces.
For you.
Exactly.
Now, on that side, as far as being a producer, you have your own production studio, correct?
Yeah.
Where is this at?
It's in Bensenville. Bensenville is about 5 minutes from O'Hare. We moved there, me and my family, got my wife, my kids, a place, out there in Bensenville. And I was looking for a place to, kind of go and make my noise, kind of be able to set my speakers up and do it without having to interfere with neighbors or anything like that. Prior, we would have it in the house. And I would have to, tone it down and kind of work around other people's schedules in the house and stuff like that. But this is an outside facility outside of my house, which I go there whenever I please and make as much noise as I want.
Nice.
Never have to worry about, any issues or anything like that. So it's pretty dope.
Okay. Do you actually let artists come to your studio and record things like that as
Oh
well?
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You rent out studio time, things like that.
Yeah. So it's about 450 square foot space.
Okay.
On one side, there's like a wall in between. On one side, that's where I have my studio, my production space. And on the other side is a rehearsal space. So I get a lot of, little local bands that come through.
Practice and things
yeah. Death metal bands, rock bands.
Nice.
I practice over there a lot, obviously rappers. And basically the studio houses not only just my creative, I guess, trying to see how to put it, my creativity, but I'm also teaching.
I started with this. That ain't no sample. Then I added a couple other sounds. Added the drums in the 808.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times we have, artists come in and they don't know how to navigate the industry or how to.
Okay, so you're giving tutoring lessons basically on the industry.
Oh yeah.
Artists.
Yeah.
That's real good, man. You gotta show these shorties what to do with it and
Yeah.
how not to make the mistakes that you can make in this game. So.
Yeah, because coming in, nobody taught me.
Right.
Nobody told me, this is how you make a song, this is how you make a beat, this is how you put a song out, this is how you, I didn't have that. So for one thing that I try to do with my studio that I feel is very unique is from the time you come in, I'm giving game. You know what I'm saying? From like how, to record your stuff.
Saving time in the studio.
Saving time in the studio. Yes.
Efficient with it and what to do next after it, I'm sure.
Yeah, from top to bottom, like
Nice.
Artwork, like how to find different services in order to, say for instance, you need somebody to do a bio for you.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? For a website or something like that. I'm teaching everything that I know and all of the game that I've gotten over the maybe 10 or so years that I've kind of been in the game.
Look, the brightest man ain't the nigga that got his light on. The brightest man works hard in the dark to right wrongs. So when he shines bright, not only light, he sings songs about trials of his past from his life. You're right wrongs. Strong, I'm solid, my nigga, although I'm skin bones. I'm built tough before it can assemble foundations I'm on. Nigga, I'm grounded in the Trinity, a 6-piece dinner in Hennessy. I grab the world by its cannolis, nigga, I'm gone. I never met a peer that's working hard as me. Niggas appear that they be grinding, but it's hard to see. I see through fake shit, corny, that frosted flake shit. Doing it for the gram, I'm doing it for the bacon. I got mouths to feed, but never selling soul to make my ends meet. Working 9 to 5, being average Joe if I need to be. Man with responsibility is king, and I'm a king of kings, moving at God's speed to see the dreams that I believe. Go. Ain't no sense in lying to yourself. You know this life ain't really what you need. It's more than the cars and the clothes and the hoes and the gold and the fame. It ain't about the weed. Ain't no sense in lying to yourself. You know this life ain't really what you need. It's more than the cars and the clothes and the hoes and the gold and the fame. It ain't about the weed. Making careful decisions within this life I'm giving. Gotta piece together these random cloths that I live in. Covered in wood, but still got my vision. Even by focus, couldn't peep my mission. Wicked precision, how I get them. I lay back and study the game. Watch competition within fade because they foundation ain't built the same. You niggas showed up to the firefight with butter knives. Decepticon, I tucked the gun, my weapon in disguise. I blew your mind when I arrived. Like where you been, I was on time. I had to go away and slay a couple demons in my mind. I got a lot of shit up on my plate, but dog, it's fine if niggas looking for a meal. You gotta kill shit for the diners every time. And when you feel you gotta factor all the time that you have wasted. When you pace it, playing it safe, let's hit rewind. This song ain't written for you other niggas. I'm looking inside the mirror, Windex in my eyes to see my life clearer. Ain't no sense in lying to yourself. You know this life ain't really what you need. It's more than the cars and the clothes and the hoes and the gold and the fame. It ain't about the weed. Ain't no sense in lying to yourself. You know this life ain't really what you need. It's more than the cars and the clothes and the hoes and the gold and the fame. It ain't about the weed.
Please have mercy, Lord. Lord, have mercy.
She got high hopes, but I can't be what she need. I can't be what she see, be what she dreams, what she believes. I'm good for only 2 things: dick and sweating got waves. That's as far as it reach. All that I be, it ain't that deep. Don't try to complicate things. Feel like we got a good thing. I am a beast in the sheets. You are the queen of the sea. Together we make a good team. Kinda like Shaq and Kobe. It's temporary, not solidified.
You got an album out right now, right? Or
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So no, you good. So I have 2. I have a EP called Moonlight.
Okay.
That is a 3-song EP that is just songs. I didn't produce these songs. These are songs from other producers that I found on the internet, and I said, hey, let's try something different. You know, I typically produce all of my music.
Okay.
So I'm like, let's try something a little different. And then I have Growing Pains, which is about 8 songs, all self-produced, written, recorded, mixed and mastered. And
Bars. Bars, brother. Bangers and bars. That's how I would describe it. There's some neo soulish in there. There's some headbanger. There's some straight hood music in there. But there's some conscious in there. Yeah. You like to tell people you like to give people something to think about.
For sure.
And that was definitely what caught my ear. Because I like to ride and listen to people's stuff, especially when I get, when they send me an artist, say, we're going to do this person. I like to listen to their stuff so I know what they got.
Definitely.
And, you got one of those, you got that product that you can put in the car, let it ride. Don't switch a song because you'll be pissed off that you missed the last one. Let it go. So
Yeah.
Kudos to that, man. Real nice work on that, man.
Yes, sir. That just comes from my influences.
Good.
One of my favorite rappers is Nas.
Okay.
So
that explains a lot.
Yeah.
Knowledge of self and being able to preach it out and teach something.
Having something to say.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
something to say.
Something meaningful. That when people hear it, it can either change their lives or impact them or give them insight to something they may not have known.
Yeah.
And even like I said, I listened to Kanye early on. That's what he was doing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Everything that he was saying were things that were relevant to the black experience, specifically in the Chicago South Side. You know what I'm saying? So I try to take those influences and put my own sauce to them, put my own twist to them, my own sounds, my own vibes. So
Okay.
yeah.
Well, it sounds good, man. booking any shows lately, or you got anything coming up for these people to be able to see you?
Well, I haven't. I was going.
I know in the Midwest it's hard to book shows. We already know that. But just having
Yeah,
places to perform.
yeah.
But
Well, I did a show last week at Sub T.
okay,
And that was it was a pretty good show, kind of shaking the cobwebs off. It had been a year prior that I had been on stage, but it was a natural thing, like getting back into it and being on stage.
Yeah.
The jitters kind of leave.
I think in everybody's case of just getting back to the stage after the pandemic, there was nothing happening for a long time. So
I performed before the pandemic. Everything shut down, and then I got an opportunity last year, and it was like,
yeah.
so
take it as it comes in the Midwest.
yeah. And I'm working on an album right now that I'm not rapping on it. I produced every song with my guy Marv J, who is another lyricist, dope artist from the city. And that should be coming probably within the next couple weeks, month or so. And I dropped 52 songs last year.
Okay.
So I did I wanted to challenge myself. I'm like, okay.
Put yourself to the test. Nice.
Exactly. I'm like, let's see what I can do, if I actually apply myself in a different type of way.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I produced all of the songs. I wrote all of them, recorded, mixed, mastered, everything from top to bottom, artwork.
Okay.
And it was a really good test of my abilities and understanding how the industry nowadays works. With quantity being kind of the way to go.
Yeah.
Having just a body of work.
Yeah, that's true.
Some people
having
can
a body of work to show that you can have one song, but if you got 25 singles, that really looks a lot better for your portfolio.
For sure. So. And the streaming money that comes in from it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So we can get your stuff coming out. You got this new. What else are you working on? You got any productions aside? You producing for anybody right now? You got any artists yourself, or you just doing your thing on your own right now?
Right now, I'm just doing like collaborations with other local artists. So I have my guy DJ Nikolai.
Okay.
I'm producing an album for him that is turning out pretty good. We've got about 5 songs done so far. My guy Marv J that I was telling you about. I have a guy named Cliff Notes who I recently just met, but he's really, really dope lyricist. Kind of reminds me of like an Eminem almost, you know what I'm saying? He's pretty good. I have a guy that I kind of, was going back to, people coming to the studio and me grooming them and kind of getting them together. I have a guy named White Noise.
Okay.
White Noise, he came in fresh, green, had, maybe 2 songs out, was nervous in the studio, built him up to where he got an album out within a year, getting streams, going crazy at shows. He's been doing more shows than me. He's been going crazy, so I've been working with him. Yeah.
Nice.
And Indigo Entertainment Group is what the studio is called. I didn't mention that before.
Yeah.
But basically, it's a production group. It's a label, record label. It's a production group. It's just an overall umbrella. Multimedia company soon. We got podcasts that we're trying to produce and put together.
Okay.
Me and my wife have a podcast. And we're just trying to basically have a foundation to be able to put out our ideas.
Okay.
And let the people out there hear them and get our perspective.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, man, I know what I see from you is going to be something definitely coming hot in the future. We're definitely going to be looking forward to seeing what you got next up on the table.
For sure.
I really love the production again. When you do check out, go to all the sites. We'll put up all the information of where to find this brother at. But he's got some really good music, got some really good soul, some lyrics that will knock you out and get you to thinking. I appreciate you coming to the show today, my man.
Yes, sir. Thank you
so much, and good luck to you in the future, man.
Appreciate it.
All right. We'll be back with you. What brought you to create this show?
Oh man, now here's a big old story. Let's see if we can do this really short. But I created the Local Artist Show because there's some bad artists out there, man.
Yeah, the Midwest is full of great artists. Just being independent. Thank God for the internet.
Yeah.
And things like that now that you can just do what you want to do.
Now see, and that's what I'm saying. Before we didn't have that though.
We didn't have that. So.
And still we're not getting the representation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking all of this rolling around my head and I'm going, hey, why don't we do a local artist show?
Right. And now we're gonna have a performance from Mr. Jamari Mikell.
Life is full of ups and downs, but it's easier to navigate when you know yourself. Yeah. I wake up every morning, I look in the mirror and I see myself. Nobody else. That's power. Look, my only goal is to be legendary. I ain't fishing for acceptance, I don't need a Grammy. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's flattering, but secondary. Many came and went, left an imprint and never got to carry. Don't got desires to be great, I be that already. Created from the mold of God, it's hereditary. I can see they struggle with my words, cause this mirror's heavy. Yet and still I shove it down their grill like it's mom's spaghetti. I tried to give them what they need, cause what they want can kill them. God flow, my verses come from scripture if you really hear them. Not spewing venom or talking killing, my only mission is to sell my vision. Peaceful living for all the children, yours and mine. You rather sell a lie to the world, sell an image so fictitious your mama can't vouch. Your homies know what you about, but I don't know who's faker, you or them. They watch you lie and they co-sign, must not care if you sink or swim. I look inside the mirror, I say thank you, Lord. I'm pleased with what I see, I've been through hell for it. You see the ones below me, they breaking down, I'm knowing the price to be dim, that's what I can't afford. I made change, but that came with some pain. You asked me what I would sacrifice, I said everything. Just to live in your light, I'll give up everything. You asked me what I would sacrifice, I said everything. I pray for my foes, it's more than some would do. Solo dolo, no dogs, this ain't Marmaduke. Or Scooby-Doo gave them alley-oops, but they fumble proof. Their homies will hang themselves, just give them rope, watch what they gon' do. Lay foundations, practice patience, I use my youth, been going hard since 18. 9 years I struggled through. While homies think they on the brink, cause greatness, they ain't even took the time to learn from failure. I'm brazen, I've been in situations most would probably fold. I felt the hurt like graphic shirts with no pockets to hold. I've been through valleys where demons rally to take your soul. Problems are like valleys, that's before your time like centerfolds. Cold winters got splinters riding the bench. I knew that I was but they couldn't handle my stench. My God, I can't help that I'm hard. Like adolescents, now they question how he went with them cars. This was destined by God. I look inside the mirror, I say thank you, Lord. I'm pleased with what I see, I've been through hell for it. I see the ones below me, they breaking down, I'm knowing the price to be dim, that's what I can't afford. I made change, but that came with some pain. You asked me what I would sacrifice, I said everything. Just to live in your light, I'll give up everything. You asked me what I would sacrifice, I said everything. Yeah.
Look at me, taking another shot at the Hennessy. Working day and night for a little piece. Trying to do it right, trying to stay free. Look at me, what be in my cup be the remedy. Trying to get enough, trying to find peace. Thought I could escape, but silly me, silly me. Look at me, taking another shot at the Hennessy. Working day and night for a little piece. Trying to do it right, trying to stay free. Look at me, what be in my cup be the remedy. Trying to get enough, trying to find peace.
I doubt you find another mind as vibrant as the kids. I shared a couple lines, a couple times, the visions I could live. But when in present time
All right, thank you, sir, for coming in today, man. Awesome performance. We want to give you a special local artist coffee cup so you can wake up your day and get those awesome thoughts out to the world, man.
Oh, appreciate
All right,
it. Thank
appreciate you coming. And catch us again on another episode of the Local Artist Show. I'm Gene Hicks, a.k.a. G the Man. We out of here, y'all.
you. Peace.